Hi everybody, Fat Dad Games Bad here again with this Buick 3800 series. This piece here that doesn't have anything on it is kind of important. It's called your ignition control module. This is the old one. And we're thinking that because my middle coil pack wasn't putting any spark out, I bought this piece on Amazon here. It cost me $52 with my wife's Prime account, overnight shipping. So we're going to go ahead and go for the install on this. You're going to get it in bits because, well, I just don't really have a good camera, so I'm using my phone. Anyway, it's pretty self-explanatory. This bolt is your pigtail plug. It's actually going to be screwed in. And if I remember right, I believe it is an 11. I'm going to have to put the camera down for a second. We'll sit here and you guys can... We'll sit us here and you guys can sit and talk about whatever you want to talk about or comment on my video or anything. It's not an 11, guys. I'm a filthy liar. It's going to be this here 7mm. Apologize for the dogs barking in the back. Probably can't even hear them. I sure can. Okay. So this is a 7mm right here. I'm using my Stanley. It's cheap, quick, simple. But what we're going to do here is, I'm going to try to get the camera, the phone, set where you can kind of see what I'm doing. Maybe that was a good spot. Can you see? We're going to get there. And I'm not even going to edit this video. You guys are going to get the straight, raw, Fat Dad experience. Alright. Is that good? Let's get this battery cable out of the way. Ah, there we go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and plug this pigtail in, and we're going to push it nice and firm. You see how I did that? It's not that hard, really. There's these little screw points here. First, though, I'm going to tighten this bolt down. I'm sure there's a torque rating. I just don't know it. And I couldn't... Okay. I gotta get that on there, and then we're gonna go ahead and just ratchet that on, guys. Put it in the fridge. Whenever I'm doing electrical things, I really just kind of ratchet it in until it's nice and just snug. We don't want it too tight. It'll strip out. That's probably good. I'm sure there's a torque, and someone in the comments will tell us that I'm, just being goofy and not doing it right. Then we're going to line these up. See on the back here, these little divots right here. A little divot is going to line up with this bolt. So we're going to slide that on there. And don't worry if it doesn't sit level at first. It'll level out once we get our coil packs on. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the brand new coil pack that I bought yesterday. And obviously, we don't want to drop that bolt. Oh, look how lucky I got today. Man, we're good. You see right here by my thumb, that slot? Well, that slot lines up with the little plugs. And as always, anytime you're doing electrical, I always make sure the battery's unplugged. I don't care what electrical it is, unless we need power to diagnose. And that just slides right on there. We're going to slide that on there. We're going to take this long bolt. And for all of you GM guys, you'll understand. This is a 5.5mm. It literally took me an hour yesterday to find one, but it is a 5.5mm. We're going to go ahead and line that up. And we're just going to finger tight it for now. I'm going to switch hands here. Excuse me. Like I said, just do it finger tight at first. Will you please be quiet, sweetheart? That's JJ. She likes to talk to everybody. And then we just go ahead and again, you're just going to slide that pin right on the peg there. Slide the screws in. I'm going to go ahead and, again, we're just going to, well, or we just drop that. Hopefully it's on the ground. Yeah, look at that. I'm getting pretty lucky today. Oh, I'm getting old too. All right, we're going to try that again. Sorry for the quality, guys. I'm not a very good editor. And like I said at the beginning, I'm probably not going to even attempt to edit this video because it should be underneath the 10-minute TikTok video. And for those of you on YouTube, because I'm going to be posting to both of my platforms, which is both Fat Dad's Games Bad at YouTube and at TikTok, for more car. And I'm going to set the camera down for a second. I got some cords in my way. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll get that cord adjusted here in a minute where it belongs. As far as ignition control modules go, this was the hardest part for me was finding the right size socket. Because, like, yeah, I'm unlucky at times. And I wasn't sure what socket size it needed. And I wasn't sure how to take this off yesterday, so there is a weird spot underneath that maybe I can show you with the camera. Alright, and once these are hand tight, finger tight, you're going to go ahead and give them all just a good little firm wiggle to ensure that it's seated. Now these little lockers here, these are 11 millimeters. You're not going to have to mess with them when you do yours, because you see that bolt right there? That's just out of focus. See if we can get it in focus. I took those off not knowing that those didn't matter. Sometimes I need to look up the internet and do things, but what fun is that? So we're going to go ahead and put these back on real quick. Should only take me a couple minutes to tighten them down. I'm not even sure what they do. I think it has to do with the plate inside or something where the ignition control module goes to. These are actually hyper tough ratcheting wrenches, and it's $25 for the set. Obviously it came from Walmart, and they're good, but you're not going to be able to tighten things down all the way or break things loose with the ratcheting side, or you'll destroy the teeth. But, you know, even a cheap tool is better than having to use manual wrenching and things like that. I'm a big, firm believer in you don't need Snap-on to work on things. Are Snap-on tools nice? Yes. Is it absolutely 100% required? No. It's nice, but it's not. I prefer Milwaukee, Craftsman, honestly, any of the Harbor Freight tools. I've never had a problem with a Pittsburgh. And just like old Craftsman, you break a Pittsburgh, they replace it for free. This is not, I am not sponsored by anybody. I'm just not that big of a creator yet. But we'll work on it. We're getting there. I know car stuff is kind of a niche thing, and I'm not a good mechanic. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I'm figuring out things as I go. I miss dumb things all the time because I'm just not 100% sure of what I'm doing. And for all you guys out there who are afraid to work on something, go, take it apart. If it's already broken, you're not going to break it anymore. And if you do break it more, it just gives you more time to figure it out. If it's your only car and you have children and a job that is very, very, very tight on attendance, I urge you to not. I'm going to set this camera down because this nut is kind of tight enough for me to do but it's also just a little too loose. I'm going to try to get this camera where you guys can kind of see the action. Okay. You guys can just go ahead and look at my yard over there. And again, I should be done here in a minute. So talk amongst yourselves and, you know. But how is everybody today? Is everyone doing good? Everyone having a great time? I sure hope so. It's a beautiful day here in Arkansas. Sun's out. Wind's down. No rain today, finally. Okay, so that's all tight. Now, if I remember what I did yesterday, this plug on the farthest left goes on the top, number 1. This one that is in the middle should be top number 2. And the farthest right one here should be top number 3. And following that, I do believe, don't quote me because I'm going to go ahead and check this in a minute. Bottom, middle, top. Okay. Now, the part 2 video is going to be me finishing tightening everything up right after I double check my wiring guide, because you do not want to start it out of order. Okay, love you. I'll be right back.